Hi everybody, welcome back and thank you for your support and loyalty. I wish I could personally tell each one of you how thankful I am. Now, I don't usually do this, but I feel that I have to really thank one specific person. A person who actually hates me saying thank you to her. But when I look at Dragon Man and his achievements, I have to say thank you to Cornelia. Whether she wants to know it or not, it is 100% true that her contributions has helped bring Dragon Man to where he is today. Myself, his mother, and Dragon Man wish to show our gratitude to her and to this channel, which is responsible for bringing us together. Now, okay, before I embarrass her completely, let me move on and let's get on to our royal talk and gossip. But before I do, I have something to say about the United States elections. And my dearest American friends and viewers, I'm saying this with love and zero criticism. In 6 days' time, you'll be lining up to vote for your next government. And the world is watching nervously, because we are always saying that the American election results impact the rest of the world. But in my opinion, it had never before been more true than this year, to the point of being rather scary. Now, I know enough to be more specific, but I'm not going to. This is not the place, and for me as a foreigner to even try and influence even just one of you, I feel is wrong. It is not my place. I'm not American. I do not live in your country. So all I can say is that voting for someone, not because they are the best for the job, but because you don't like the opponent's, say, hairstyle or teeth or whatever else, is like cutting your nose to spite your face. This United States election is an extremely important one for Americans and the rest of the world. Please do not look at the person, but instead look at their policy, look at their nominations for vice president. Vote with your mind, your brain, and not your heart. If you are somehow undecided, then take the time to make a list of pros and cons for each candidate. I really wish you luck and strength over the next few days. So please, my friends, stay safe. Okay, royal talk, let's go. Oh my word, it is becoming crazy. The longer Harry is absent from public view, and the longer this whole will they, won't they continues, the crazier the stories get. And I'm almost 98% sure half of what we are seeing in the media is actually Meghan trying to manipulate Harry via the media. I just read an article stating that since the professional separation, Meghan is feeling lonely and is pleading with Harry to clear his schedule and spend some time at home over Thanksgiving. She allegedly also wants them to go out together to prove to the public that they are still as strong as ever. Allegedly. So far, Harry's schedule is very full, and he may not be able to give her what she wants. I mean, really, what a load of hogwash. Or is Meghan actually admitting that they are not together physically, not living together? And I mean, how would this even get to a newspaper in the first place if these were private conversations? I mean, just think about it. Okay, Now, I was contacted by one of my best contributors and told that she does not believe these divorce rumors based on the fact that Harry is a British royal and they were married in Britain and therefore they cannot divorce in the United States. Now, for the first time, I did not agree with her. So I contacted a legal eagle connection in the United Kingdom, and a subscriber contacted a lawyer in the United States to make sure. And the one lawyer in particular had quite a bit of historical knowledge. And he says it is true that in the past, because of the sovereignty of the royal court, only a British court could divorce a British royal, or a Dutch court a Dutch royal, and a Spanish court a Spanish royal, and so on and so on. But it has changed somewhat in recent years. If Harry and Meghan were to divorce, jurisdiction would depend on a few things, including where they live at the time of the divorce. If they are still living in the United States at the time of a divorce, they can file for divorce in the United States, but generally, like I stated in a previous video, at least one or both the spouses must have lived in the state for a certain period of time. Now, in California, it is 2 years. Now, Harry may have had certain legal considerations under British law, but because he's not a working royal and currently live in the United States, the practicality of a divorce case would lean towards United States jurisdiction, in particular also because Meghan is a United States citizen. If Harry and Meghan, or Harry or Meghan, were to file in, say, both countries, the courts would consider where the marriage took place, where they resided for the majority of their married life, and where they are residing at the time of the divorce. And because of the slightly unique situation, they will also consider the divorce laws of the various jurisdictions. However, in this particular case, it is likely that the United States will have a stronger claim to jurisdiction. So, my dear friends, we'll have to wait for a more official or public announcement, because in the United Kingdom, if for instance Harry did file in the UK, a divorce filing is indeed private, and court dockets in a divorce or like in a children's court are not available to the public. In most United States courts, one can at least access a docket number to verify that a filing had been made. But to date, there's still nothing in Santa Barbara or Los Angeles. However, court filings will have to be under their full names. So if Harry filed, it will likely be under Prince Henry Charles Albert David, the Duke of Sussex, and or Rachel Meghan Markle. Anyway, royal news seemed to be a little thin today, so let me look at a few other interesting things today, just to give myself a break, and maybe if you are interested to stay and listen, give you a break as well. Now, I've got this breaking news. Mia LaRue left South Africa for Mexico today. I can see you all going, who the heck is Mia LaRue? And why would I be interested? Well, Mia is our current Miss South Africa, and she's on her way to Mexico for the Miss Universe competition. Now, I have long since lost interest in the Miss South Africa pageant, or for that matter Miss World and Miss Universe pageants. As a teenager and a young adult, I watched it all unfold and took an interest and even met Annelien Kriel in person, blah, blah, blah. But somehow in my 30s, I lost interest until now. Because Mia LaRue is from our town. She came to visit the other day and they had a parade through town and a dinner for her at the Kango Caves, etc. What makes it even more interesting and special is that she was born deaf, but at some point she had a cochlear implant. Mia is also 28 years old, so also a little more mature than the usual fare. I'm really crossing my toes and fingers for Mia. She will definitely be a worthy winner of the Miss Universe title, and not only because of her special circumstances, but also because she is stunningly beautiful. Okay, I'm also rooting for our President, Cyril Ramaphosa, for a change today. In order to curb rising inflation and help the poor, he suggested that government add foodstuffs to the list of tax-exempt food items. Now, I think that is the best, most intelligent and helpful thing to do. Because, what do people need more than anything else? They need food. Anyway, but he's getting severe opposition from his cabinet. Well, to those who are so worried about losing tax revenue, why don't you take a cut in your fat cat salaries and curb your spending on your state government credit card? Stop having 4, 5, 6 hour lunches and spending thousands, if not millions, on so-called entertainment. I know there are many who get mad at me for saying this, but I sincerely hope Ramaphosa stays another few years. He did not come in as strong as we thought he would, but he handled COVID very, very well. I will even go so far and say he handled it better than most European countries. And he had a few very good ideas, like this particular one. So I just hope he manages to convince his colleagues that this one is indeed a workable and good idea. We really need that. Anyway, guys, I need to get to other chores and work before having to go and fetch Dragon Man from school. So, my dears, as always, please take good care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one. Bye.